American 1381, contact departure. Have a good flight.
American 1381, departure. Good day.
Hi, Robert Gore of Flying Magazine, here with Charlie Gregoire. He's the VP of Sales and Marketing for Redbird Flight Simulations. Redbird's a fairly new company, and they got some pretty amazing products, some of which you'll read about in the June issue of Flying Magazine. But today we're looking at a brand new product. It's just being released today, and it's a flight simulator that is designed for use on the desktop, and it simulates the G1000 avionics system. Can you tell us a little bit more about this really cool desktop system, Charlie?
Yeah, what we wanted to do was develop a desktop sim that flight schools can use, pilots can use in their house to train glass panel simulation. One that was ergonomically correct as well. So we built it so that it can either be mounted on your desk or sitting on top of your desk, so that you can get the yoke in the right place for your table and your chair.
It seems to have everything on it. You've got the yoke, the trim, the throttle and the mixture, even the flaps, and I assume you can even get rudder pedals for it if you want to.
Right, that's right.
So, and it's the most interesting thing to me of all is that you've got the bezel of the G1000 system built into the screen, so you're not using a mouse or pushing buttons, you're actually using the actual controls for the G1000. How'd you pull that off?
That's right. Well, we developed a system where we actually inlay the circuitry, the buttons and the knobs, into a piece of acrylic that overlays the monitor. So it gives the pilot the feeling that they're using a real G1000 at a fraction of the cost of a real G1000. So the school doesn't have to buy a real G1000 sitting on a desktop. This way they can teach glass panel training while in a simulation. So it makes a lot more sense for the pilot.
So it's great really for learning the avionics. Is that really the purpose for this TD trainer?
Well, that's one of them. That's one of the purposes. The other is to teach instrument flying. Shooting instrument approaches, basic procedures before you ever go and get into an airplane. Pilots can log time, log approaches on it as well at their house to stay current. So.
I was going to ask you that. So pilots get some real-world use out of this. They actually get credit from the FAA for flying approaches, for being current?
Absolutely. It's certified by the FAA as a basic aviation training device, and that gives the pilot the ability to log 10 hours toward their instrument rating and instrument approaches for the sake of recency afterwards.
Which is worth a lot just in and of itself.
Absolutely.
Now this is very pretty. Is this the only scenery that you get with the TD?
No, we happen to be flying over Alaska, over Juneau, Alaska right now, but it's the whole world database is in here, so you can fly anywhere.
Oh,
Pilots
so
can
if you have a home airport that you're used to, you want to learn the approaches there, you can choose that and you can fly that?
Absolutely.
And you were showing me something else that's pretty cool too. If all of a sudden you want to go to zero visibility, you can do it with the touch of a button. You can also undo it in the touch of a button, which you can't do in a real airplane, unfortunately.
Yeah, so the TD comes with a keyboard, and the top buttons on the keyboard give the pilot the ability to hotkey failures, pop up weather conditions like you showed, the zero visibility, fail the engine at the touch of a button, so you can practice these kind of procedures on your own at home. Even things like G1000 specific failures for things like the AHARS or heading failure, or ADC failure. So now you can do partial panel work by simply bringing up your backup gauges and flying with backup gauges. They're all toggles, so you can turn your failures on and off, which is not something you can do with a real failure.
Yeah, good point. This is really cool, Charlie. How do pilots get one of these? How much does it cost, and where do they order one?
They're available through King Schools. You can go to King Schools website at kingschools.com. They're $69.95, and we'll start shipping them in May.
Oh, fantastic. And I understand that Redbird Simulations has a number of other products going up through full motion simulators that are really value priced also.
Yeah. We also have a round dial version of the TD, and then going up the line we have our LD, which is a non-motion wraparound visual. It's an AATD. The SD, which is the LD with a shell, and then of course the flagship model, which is the FMX, the full motion version of that's priced right under $60,000.
Where can people find out more about those products?
They can go to our website at redbirdflightsimulations.com, or they can call our office.
Fantastic. Well, thanks for your time, Charlie, and have a great sun and fun.
Thank you.